Hello everyone, it's your teacher, Miss Maha, and I'm here to explain for you again the lesson that we took on Thursday, lesson 5, divide with remainders. I know maybe the lesson was a little bit tricky for you, but trust me, after this video, you will find it easy because the key to learn this lesson and to learn this skill, let's say, is by practicing. You have to practice a lot. Not once, not twice, but maybe like 10, 20, 30 times. So please practice a lot and put some effort because this lesson so important. And as I said in the class, you're gonna keep using this method that we took to divide until you go to college and you graduate. So please practice and give a lot of attention to this lesson and focus on this video so you can learn this method hopefully soon, inshallah. So let's start by looking at example 1. Nolan and his family went to the water park during their vacation. Each seat on a water ride can hold 2 people. There are 39 people. How many seats will be needed? So the solution or the way to solve this problem is by dividing 39 by 2. So let's see how can we divide that. We call this lesson or this method to divide dividing by place value, because before that we learned how to divide using the fact families in the first semester, and also we used the models. This time we will use the place value method. So it is the most important one because it is, we can say, the faster method to divide, or the fastest between all of them. So let's see how. The sign or the way that we're going to divide is by using this, something like that. Sometimes we draw it like that. It depends, whatever you like, use it. So here we see 39, or I prefer to write that as on like a different or a clear page. We're gonna divide 39 by 2. So let's first, step 1, to draw this thing like that. I like to draw it like that, and then to insert or put in our numbers. Now the first thing you're gonna do is that you will take this number that you have, the first one, the dividend or the dividend, and you will write it inside here, 39. Then you will take the second number, which is the divisor, and you will write it out here. Okay, so this is the first step. Now next, you will look at the number that you have it inside here, this number. You will start and take only the first one here, which is what? The 3. Now you will ask yourself, is this number, the 3, bigger than or equal to this number, which is the divisor? Is it? Yes, the 3 is bigger than the 2. So you're good. You're ready to start your division. What if the answer was no? What if, for example, here we have 1. 1 is less than the 2. Then you need to take the second number with it. So you're going to consider that a 19 instead of just 1. But in our case, we're going to divide 39 by 2. So we will just take the 3. And yes, the 3 is bigger than the 2, which is here. So you are ready to start. Okay, you're going to start. But what you're going to do, you will write the times table of this number, the divisor, the number 2. So let's write it like that here. You will start 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6, and so on. But what you're looking for, what you are trying to find, what you want to find in this times table, do you see the number that you highlighted before, the 3? You are looking for a number that looks like that. You're looking for the 3. But sometimes I can't find the same number. Like here, as you can see, we have 2 and we have 4. We don't have a 3 here. So what should I do? I should take the number that is smaller than this 3. So here, since I have the 4 is bigger than 3. So no, this does not work with me. I have to take the 2 then. So I will take it, and then what? I will put this 2 here, down that 3. And then, how did you get this 2? You get it from the number 1. Where is it? Where's the 1? Here's the 1. This 1. So you will take this 1 that gave you this 2, and you will write it up here. I like to call this column here the heroes. Why the heroes? Because these are the numbers that gives us the answers for the division problem. So these are our heroes. Sometimes you have only one hero, sometimes you have 2 heroes, or even more, but this time the first hero is the 1. So the numbers that we have them here, we need to write them up here if they gave us some numbers that we're looking for. So let's get back to our problem. We were looking for the 3. We started looking in the times table of this number, the 2. So we multiplied. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we got something bigger than the 3. I can't take the big number, so I cross it. I took the smaller number, which is the 2. I write it down, the 3. And the hero that gave me this number is the 1. Now, what should I do next? I need to subtract. I subtract what? I subtract 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Then there is still this 9. I didn't use it at all. So what should I do with it? I have to drop it like here, down here. Bring it down like that. Now, what do I have left? I still have the 19. I didn't divide it yet. So what should I do? The same steps. We will do them one more time. We will start and take the first number, this one, the 1. Now you will ask yourself one more time, is this 1 bigger than or equal the 2? This 2? This 2, is it? No, the 1 is smaller than the 2. So I can't take it alone because it's a small number. I need to take both of the numbers, the full 19. Now what do I do with this 19? I will keep looking for a number that looks like this 19 in the times table of the number 2. So let's get back to our times table or the timetable of the number 2. Let's see what do we have. Now, we stopped at the 3. We're looking for what? We're looking for 19. Let's continue. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16. Now we're close to the 19, but we didn't get yet. 9 times 2 is 18. Now 10 times 2 is 20. Now as you can see here, the 20 is bigger than the 19. And as we just said before, the bigger number, no, it doesn't work. So I need to cross it, and I will take the number that is directly before it, which is what? Which is the 18. Now what was the hero that gave me this 18? It is what? Here, as you can see, the 18 is here. The hero was what? Was the 9. So I will take this 9, I will write it up here. So this is my second hero. Now what do I do next? I subtract. Let's subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 minus 1 is just 0. So what do I have left here? I just have the 1. Okay, I just have 1 here. So the 1 is smaller than the 2. Right? Now we will do it one more time. We will divide one more time. The 1 is smaller than the 2. And there is no way that we can get the 1 from the times table of the number 2. Because the smallest number that we can get is 1 times 2 equals 2. We can't get a 1 here. This is impossible. So what should I say, or what should I do in this case? I will say this 1 that is left here is my remainder. So I will say then the answer is 19 and the remainder is 1. So this is my answer for this division problem. 39 divided by 2. The answer is going to be equals to 19 with a remainder of 1. So this is my answer. Now let's get back to our problem here and see what do we have. Here, as you can see here, 19 and the remainder, 19 and the remainder is what? Is 1. Okay, now let's fill these questions. How many groups of 2 are in 3 tens? Now here he started with this 3. Here, this 3, and then he took the 2. How many groups of 2 are in 3 tens? How many groups? There's just only one group of 10. Now then we multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. Then he subtract. 3 minus 2 is just 1. Then we compare this one. The 1 is less than this 2, so we can do it. We have to drop the 9 down here. Now when we brought the 9 down here, we will also say what? There are now all of these, we're going to consider them as 1s. So there are 19 1s here. Then how many groups of 2 are in 19? How many groups of 2? We will remember the times table of that. It is what? It is 9 groups. Because I can't say there's 10 groups because it's going to be 20. Now 2 times 9 is 18. And 19 minus 18 is just 1. Now since we compared and the 1 is less than the 2, so we can't divide. So this is our what? Our remainder. Now the answer is 19 seats are full. There's 19, this is the answer. And 1 additional seat has 1 person. And there's 1 additional seat, which is the remainder. So how many seats will be needed? These are the 19 plus this one, which is what? 19 plus 1 equals 20. So here's how we do it. Now if you learned how to do this method, then you are ready. You can solve any problem. Let's do this problem. Here we have 85 divided by 3. Now as you can see, we're gonna write the first number, which is the dividend, inside here, and the second number here, we're gonna write it out here. So we will start by solving. To solve this problem, we will as a step 1 take only the first number. Now this 8, is it bigger than or equal than this 3? The answer is yes. The 8 is bigger than the 3. Then that's good news. You are ready to start. You will start looking for this 8. Where? In the times table for the number 3. Let's try to do it. Now I like to draw something like that to write the times table. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Now you're looking for what? You're looking for the 8. Remember, you're looking for the 8. 3 times 3 is 9. As you can see here, you got something bigger than the 8. You got a 9. And you can't use the big number. So you will cross it. You will use the number before it, which is what? Which is the 6. You will write it down the 8. Now don't forget that there is a hero. And you're looking for these heroes. These are here on this side. So the hero that gave you this 6 is what? Is 2. So you will take it and you will write it up here. Here is the 2. Then you what? Then you should subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. Then you still have this 5. You didn't use it. So you will write it down here. Here, 5. Now, one more time, you will take the first number, which is the 2. You will ask yourself, is this number bigger than or equal than the 3? No, the answer is no. The 2 is less than the 3. So you can't use it alone. You have to take the full number, which is the 25. Now you will start looking for this 25 on the times table of the number 3. Let's continue. Now, 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 3 is 18. 7 times 3 is 21. 8 times 3 is 24. You're close to the 25. 9 times 3 is 27. No, 27, you get a number bigger than the 25 that you are looking for it. And you can't use that big number. You will cross it, you will take the number before it, which is what? Which is the 24. Now, what was your hero that gave you this number? The number that is next to the 24, it is the 8. So you will write the 8 up here, and then what you're gonna do, you will subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1, and 2 minus 2 is just 0, so it's nothing. Or you don't have to write anything. Now what do you have left? You just have the 1 down here, and the 1 is less than the 3. So you can't find it from the times table of the number 3. You have to stop here, and this one you will consider it as your remainder. So you will say the answer is 28 and the remainder is 1. You will write it up here. So here the answer is 85 divided by 3 equals 28, and the remainder is 1. Now, by flipping these numbers, this number will go here. So 28 multiplied by 3 equals 84, and then you add your remainder. So you will take this answer, the 84 here, you will add your remainder, which is just 1. So you will get 85, which is what? Which is the dividend that you started with it, this one. So this is how we do it. Let's do guided practice now. Now we have 27 divided by 2. Now you will start, and just like we talked before, you will take the first number, which is just that 2. You will ask yourself, is this number bigger than or equal this 2? Yes, it is equal than the 2. How you will get the 2? You will multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. So here you are. You got it. You will write it here. And you got it from which number? What was your hero? It was the number 1. So here it is. It's written up here. We don't have to write it again. So then you subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. Then you have to bring the 7 down, that you didn't use it yet. So 7, is this number bigger than or equal than the 2? Yes, the 7 is bigger than the 2. Then you are ready to start. Now you will start looking for this 7 in the times table of the number 2. Now let's see. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. No, 8 does not work because the 8 is bigger than the 7. So you will cross it. You will take the number before it, which is what? Which is the 6. You will write it here. And the hero that gave you this number, which is the 6, is what? Is the 3. So you will write this 3 next to the 1. Then you subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. And the 1, let's take it now. Try to divide it over this 2. Now, the 1, as you can see, is less than the 2, so we cannot divide it. So this 1 is going to be our remainder. So to check, we will take our answer that we have now, which is what? The 13. 13 multiplied by 2 equals 27. Now we take it, this one, the 26, I'm sorry, I said 27, I'm sorry. I mean 13 multiplied by 2 equals 26. We will take the 26, we will add to that the remainder, which is 1. So we will get 27, and here it is the 27 that we started with it. Then let's move on to the next question. 59 divided by 5. Let's take the first number, which is the 5. You will ask yourself, is this number bigger than or equal than the 5, the divisor? Yes, it is equal to it. So you are ready to start. Let's write times table of 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Here you are. You reach the 5 that you're looking for. So you will write it down here. Now, what is the number that gave gave this 5 to you, your hero is the 1. So you will write the 1, you will write the 1 up here, the 1. Then you subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0. Then you bring the 9 down because you didn't use it. Now let's look for the 9, because of course the 9 is bigger than the 5. Let's look for it. 2 times 5 is 10. Oh, this is a problem. You're looking for the 9 and you got a 10. The 10 of course is bigger than the 9. No, it doesn't work. You have to take the smaller number, which is the 5. You will write it here, and the number that gave to you this 5 is what the hero again is the 1. So you will write it up here. Now you subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. Now the 4. Can you divide it over the 5? No, the 4 is less than the 5. So you cannot divide it. This is impossible. The 4 is there's no way that we can get the 4 from the times table of the number 5. So we will consider that the 4 is our remainder. So we will write it up here. So the answer is 11. Your remainder is 4. Now let's check. You will write the 11 here. To check in general, we take this number, which is our answer, we multiply it by the divisor. These numbers, we multiply them by each other. So 11 multiplied by 5 equals 55. Then we take our answer and we add it to the remainder. So 55 plus the remainder, which is 4, you will get 59. And here you are, you got your answer, the 59. This is right.